Happy New Year, everyone. Paul here from Ballistic Blood Bullets, and hope everyone had a wonderful festive season full of family, friends, fun, and of course, films. What a year it was for all action movies in 2011, and particularly for superhero films. What a glut of great comic book translations up to the big screen. Movies such as Thor, Green Lantern, and Captain America, just to name a few. And here as we look at Captain America, with its bold lettering proudly proclaiming the large letter A, synonymous for America, and perhaps most importantly for this video, A for action. And it's a top 5 favourite new movies for me of the last year, 2011, that is dominated with action. Welcome back, and welcome to my top 5 favourite entertainers of 2011. Before I go any further, I should just say that I put forward all of these 5 movies from a selection of films that I purchased. And one movie that I would definitely have put into a serious contender for my top 5 that isn't actually in this list is purely on the basis that I didn't buy the film. But I will remedy that, and it is a film that I intend to pick up, and will do so very, very soon. But that potential top 5 contender is the Korean killer chiller I Saw the Devil from director Park Hoon-jung, a must-see juggernaut of visceral violation and staggering consequence, and a movie that I urge everybody to see if you haven't already done so. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the action movies top 5 of 2011. And in at number 5, thunders Nicolas Cage, Amber Heard in Drive Angry, and it's the 3D incarnation of the movie, and it's a film that I can say that both in 2D and 3D is a thrill ride, explosive actioner, and really a highlight of 2011. It is such a throwback to good old school action 80s styled filmmaking, and with William Fichtner as the dark presence from hell out after the escaped Nicolas Cage, and he's out to bring him back to the devil's domain. And it's just such a big, fun, expansive, explosive action flick. A complete no-brainer, no question about it, but it's just a delicious delight, and a high recommendation for turning your brain off, putting it into a jar beside your chair, getting yourself some favourite beverages and a few snacks, sitting back and just unwinding with Nicolas Cage and the gorgeous Amber Heard, with Mr. Fichtner right up on their tailgate. A fantastic ride, and one that was a pleasure to undertake. Okay, then we turn to number 4 in my favourite top 5 films of 2011, and it's another action explosive entertainer, and it's Transformers 3, Transformers Dark of the Moon. And this was a real pleasure for me. I enjoyed the first 2 movies and wasn't expecting this one to be necessarily as good, but it far exceeded expectation, and it really is a wonderful movie. And I only recently picked up this fabulous steelbook edition, and I held out for it because the prices, of course, are escalating, and they're quite high even if you buy them directly from Germany. where this was released in steelbook form or on eBay as an alternative. But I hung out and managed to pick this one up for under £25, brand new, including shipping. So very, very pleased with this one indeed. And as I say, it is a fabulous, fabulous film. All out action and audio and visual overload of extreme entertainment, whose 2.5 hour running time whizzes by like a bullet train high on nitrous oxide. What a thrilling ride it is too, and so very, very cool, with the introduction of Star Trek's Leonard Nimoy as turncoat Autobot Supremo Sentinel Prime. Loved picking up on many a Star Trek in-joke throughout this film, and all done with loving homage from the writers in the dialogue. Do listen out for some neat classic Spock sayings throughout the film from Star Trek, and they're perfectly pitched for this movie. It's just wonderful stuff. And how sublime that Nimoy's character here of Sentinel Prime is so aligned with that of his appearance in the 2009 reboot of Star Trek as, of course, Spock Prime. What a clever play, absolutely in tune with the sci-fi elements of Transformers Dark of the Moon. Glorious, glorious stuff indeed. And with Transformers Dark of the Moon, I can definitely say it is far from a cybercon. It's a supercharged cyber success. Loved every glorious, outlandish minute of this movie. And 2.5 hours, I promise you, they just fly by. Fabulous stuff indeed. And speaking of fabulous stuff, another true surprise and a pleasure to watch. A film that dares to be a fantastic reboot, and that's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Again here in a wonderful steelbook exclusive from play.com. I know I've shown this before, but it deserves to be shown again, and it definitely is deserving of being in my top 5 movies of 2011. It is just an absolute joy to engross and involve yourself with. It is superb. Andy Serkis as the character transformation of Caesar, the lead ape, is just unbelievable. And the plaudits he is getting and receiving for this is so richly deserved. It is an absolute gem of a movie, and I cannot wait for the proposed sequel to be made, because this is an absolute reboot to revel in of the franchise The Planet of the Apes. This is, without question, a highlight of 2011, and that is the Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff indeed. And again, getting on to another movie that was a genuine joy and surprise package, and coming in at number 2 in my top favourite films purchased for 2011 is Bradley Cooper in the magnificent Limitless, starring alongside Robert De Niro. And this was a genuine surprise package. An absolute joy for me. It is just so wonderful when you can pick up a movie that you anticipate being entertaining, but are so thrilled when it turns out to be a film that is so refreshing. And Limitless is definitely refreshing. Bradley Cooper, Robert De Niro, Anna Friel and Abby Cornish. Great performances, particularly from Bradley Cooper, he's just on a roll. He just is a fresh face, the new star of comedy action movies, and somebody that I just enjoy watching. Loved him in his turn as Face in the remake of the A-Team, and just everything that he appears in, he's just got that charm and that way and manner about him that just draws you in, and he's a pleasure, as I say, to watch. A real entertainer and a big talent for the year ahead as well. And just an amazing movie. Bradley Cooper's character, he pops a pill, and then what a thrill. Mind expansion, rags to riches, and thought-provoking audience participation. A pleasure movie that reels you in and shakes you up in your chair. Right on up to the fulfilling final. Excellent surprise hit of the year. Bradley Cooper in Limitless. What a fantastic film. What a find. Real pleasure to pick up on this one. And so time for the main event, the big one, the number one movie that I absolutely thrilled in, revelled in, and absolutely have no hesitation in putting it forward as my top movie purchased of 2011, and that is the fun factor film X-Men First Class. And how appropriate that it's called First Class. So very apt indeed. And again, another wonderful steelbook edition. A real highlight for me. It is easy to put this forward as my favourite film because it just exceeded all expectations, and I was anticipating it being a really good film. But what I found was an interactive experience that just blew me away. I cannot speak highly enough of this film. It's deservedly receiving plaudits from moviegoers and critics alike. I love this movie, and just like Limitless, it's a rare film that I can genuinely say I wanted to watch again right after viewing. A real movie high that gets it right. Excellent characterization, top performances from all, and particularly from Michael Fassbender as Magneto. James McAvoy is glorious as Professor X, and Kevin Bacon pretty much steals the show as the bad guy, Sebastian Shaw. This film brought to life fond memories for me of first reading the X-Men and Marvel comic books from all those years ago from my youth. A true delight, and my favourite movie without question of 2011. An absolute cracking movie. Wonderful beyond words. Love it to death. So that, my friends, is my favourite purchased movie of 2011. X-Men First Class, and as I say, definitely a first class movie. So, looking ahead to the year ahead, it's already shaping up to be a blockbuster success with highly anticipated all-action epics in the making, with movies such as The Avengers, Prometheus, the birth of the Alien franchise perhaps, Expendables 2, and look out for a Russian sci-fi alien invasion movie recommendation from me, a film called The Darkest Hour from Russia. Here's to 2012, for the fun, the fantastical, the horrific, and the high energy action that is movie magic. Enjoy! I hope everybody has a happy new year, and just remains for me to say, stay safe, be well, and above all, have fun. Thank you so much to everybody for all of your support throughout 2000 year, welcoming me to the horror movie action community of YouTube. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I look forward to renewing acquaintances, friendships, and welcoming new subscribers to the channel in 2012. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care. See you all soon. Happy 2012. Take care. Bye for now.